Welcome to Crochet 101 with Shay Yarn. For more information about this series and all other videos in this series, you can check out my Crochet 101 playlist on my profile. Today we are going to be covering how I do increases and decreases. You may notice I said how I do increases and decreases. I feel like different people do increases and decreases differently. This is the technique that works for me for single, half double, and double crochet. If you find a different technique you like, that's awesome. It's crochet, it's all made up anyways. Do the technique that works for you, but I just find this easiest for me. You might find me have kind of a funky looking swatch today. That's because I put singles, half doubles, and doubles all in the same swatch just so I can show you how I increase and decrease them kind of all in the same spot. So most of the time they're going to ask you, a pattern's going to ask you to increase or decrease at your ends and kind of work your way in on things. That's not always the case, but most of the case. But you may occasionally see increases and decreases kind of throughout your project, especially if you're working in the round. Those you're probably going to see throughout your project. So let's get started with single crochet. So what we're going to do is first we'll cover how to do an increase in the stitch, and then we'll cover how I do a decrease in the stitch. Increases are really easy. You just do 2 stitches in the same spot. So these are my single crochet, and I'm going to stick my yarn in, my hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through a loop. Rather than moving on to the next spot, I'm going to stick my hook into the same spot, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through a loop. And now where there was once 1 stitch, there is now 2. I'm going to do that one more time, and then we'll cover decreases. So you just are going to put 2 stitches into the same spot. And then when you come back around, these kind of squished together stitches are going to start to even themselves out, and your piece will start to grow sideways. Now for decreases, for single crochet, this is how I do it. I stick my hook through, I pull up a loop, and then I go into the next stitch. So I go into the second stitch, I stick my hook through, pull up a loop, and then like you do a half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. And where there was once 2 stitches, there is now 1. And once again, as you start to work your piece up throughout your decreases, these spots here will kind of even out. Now, you can notice there's a slight little extra large lump here where I did the decrease as compared to a single crochet. It looks like a half double crochet as opposed to a single crochet. There are people who use techniques to kind of get around that. These do not bother me. And in fact, this is a piece that I used making this exact same increase and decrease technique. And while sometimes you can notice like the little spots here and there, it's never bothered me. I've never had anyone complain about them. They just kind of become part of the work. So we're going to do one more decrease just to close out our single crochets because I had 6 here. So we're going to go under, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now we are on to our half double crochet. Half double crochet increases are going to be the same as the single crochet increases. You're just going to put 2 stitches into the same spot. So yarn over, pull up, so you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, go under into the same spot, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now once again, 2 stitches where there was 1. For decreases, what I like to do is, because as you can tell, this looks like a half double crochet. Half double crochet decreases are pretty smooth looking. I will push my hook through, pull up a loop. I will go into the next stitch just like I did with the single crochet decreases, go under, pull up a loop, and then just like you have with your traditional half double crochet, you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through all 3, and there not only do you have a normal looking half double crochet, it's only 1 instead of 2. So again, just go under, pull up a loop, next stitch, go under, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And now we're on to our double crochet. As I'm sure you can guess, all you do to increase a double crochet is put 2 double crochet into that spot. So we yarn over, we stick our hook in, we pull up a loop, we yarn over, we pull through 2, we yarn over, we pull through 2, same spot, we yarn over, pull through our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now to decrease my double crochet, how I like to do it, and I find to be the smoothest and most even way for me. Now this is how I like to do my double crochet increases. Instead of yarning over for my double crochet decrease, I will go under, pull up a loop, go under, the next stitch, pull up a loop. So we are into 2 stitches here. We have 3 on our hook. I will yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And for me, I find this to be the most even double crochet decrease. So once again, go into it, pull up a loop, into it, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So you get the same height as your other stitches had. You just have 2 less stitches here. So there you have how I do my decreases. This is what works for me. I hope if you don't like this, you can find what works for you. But just remember, no one's going to be looking at these tiny little half double crochets that are occasionally spaced throughout your project. If they are, they're not a very good friend. And I will see you guys next time for our lesson on crocheting on the back loop.